Went to Aldi's before going home. This is what I got. Yeah, got some peppermint mocha, sugar-free creamer. Yay. And some chocolate chip mint ice cream and some almond milk. Yes. And I was talking with the clerk and I asked her, I said, it's kind of slow, huh? She was like, yeah, a little busy earlier. Yay. And then she was like, oh, you're asking me about the difference between, the SNAP. And she was like, oh, yes, it's definitely a lot slower now that people aren't getting their SNAP benefits. And I was like, okay. And she let me know that this was just one of her jobs, that she is out here working hard. She's got 2 jobs. Poor lady. And that, typical purchases that has happened, that, the snaps, which had offset some people's food expenses, is now interfering in their living expenses, right? So, because they're not getting assistance with food, now whatever income, they have, they're using that towards their food. So, let's be honest, there's going to be a lot of people that are going to be juggling their finances for this month and next month, right? Because if you're juggling for this month, you're also going to end up juggling next month too, for sure, right? It just makes common sense that that's how it's going to be, unless you can find a way to bring in more money from some new endeavor, right? If you have a new endeavor, then yes. But I mean, if you don't have something new bringing in some new money and you're juggling, right? Because a lot of people, they're on fixed income. And some people say, no, I'm not on fixed income. Well, you are kind of on fixed income, even if you go to work and you're making the same 40 hours a week. That's your fixed income, 40 hours a week. Hold on. And in the past, people were able to say, you weren't on a fixed income if you were able to, like, go out, and find another job, right? To have a second, third, fourth, or, even do YouTube, right? But, a lot of people, are starting to realize that YouTube is not the best reliable place, you know, to put all your eggs in that basket, because it's based off of advertisement. You do get some money. You get some money, based off of, the number of people watching your videos. But the majority of the money that people get is from the advertisement.